What is the best WordPress theme for affiliate marketing? This is one of the most commonly asked questions when starting a new website, whether you're a beginner or even a more advanced affiliate marketer. In this video, I'll be discussing what you need to look for when choosing a theme for your affiliate marketing website, and I'll be giving you my top 3 themes that I use on my most important websites. At the end of this video, I'll be showing you the results of my 3 selected affiliate themes, and somewhere in the middle, I'll also be disclosing one of my own affiliate sites and showing you how the theme works on that. So be sure to stick around right through to the end. But for now, let's get started. So let's kick things off by taking a look at some of the key factors that you should consider when choosing an affiliate marketing theme. And the first place to start, really, I would suggest, is to think about the design. So you want something that is really clean, fairly lightweight, that is really going to allow the content to stand out. Now, magazine style themes are perfect for this, and I would suggest that you start off by looking at those types of themes rather than other types that may be geared more towards local businesses or business-based websites, or just websites that don't need to focus on content quite so much. The next thing you want to consider is page speed, and if you want to take things to the next level, you could also consider Google's Core Web Vitals, which is just a set of standards that Google has put in place that are designed to improve the user experience of a website. But if you think about this fundamentally as how fast a website loads, this should be a real key consideration. It pretty much goes without saying that the faster the website, the better, and the theme has a huge part to play in this. When you start to put into play page builders and lots of code, that can bloat out a website and just cause it to load much more slowly. The next thing to consider is the ease of use, and this is really the ease of use for you as the content creator, as the editor, the publisher, and everything else. So one thing that can really help in this regard is the use of a page builder. Now, the caveat here is that page builders generally are considered to create bloat on the website, which, as we've just mentioned, can slow a site down. So it's really important that you choose a page builder, if you are going to choose a page builder, that doesn't slow down the website too much. And finally, you want to consider conversion. After all, the whole point of an affiliate website is that it generates clicks and in turn generates sales. And it's only going to do that if it's fairly conversion friendly. So have a look at the theme. Does it include things like tables? Does it include things like buttons and content boxes and things like that? Pros and cons sections that are going to allow you to really optimize that content, allow it to stand out, and ultimately drive those clicks to drive sales. Now let's take a look at my top 3 affiliate marketing WordPress themes. Now, all of these are paid options. I don't believe there are free versions of these themes available, but they're all really solid solutions. So I can wholeheartedly recommend these themes. Now, I use 2 of these on my own personal projects, and the other one is a really solid theme that is just well known in the affiliate marketing community. Now, I am going to compare the speeds of these side by side at the end of the video, so be sure to watch right through to that. But we're going to kick things off with ReHub. Now, ReHub is a theme that is available on ThemeForest. So you won't necessarily find it directly in the theme section of WordPress, but it's fairly easy to install. They have some excellent templates to choose from. It's really well optimized for conversion. They have a couple of different magazine style options that you can install just with one click. One thing that I really like about ReHub is that you can use Elementor as the page builder, or you can choose to leave the page builder code out of the pages and posts and just use it for other certain pages on the website, such as the home page or your kind of content hub type pages, like your category pages and that sort of thing. This theme really does let the content speak for itself, and I can't say how important that is when it comes to a theme. It's pretty simple to use, so you can just drop things like featured images in. One thing that is a little bit of a negative when it comes to ReHub is that it is a little bit of a cookie cutter style theme, in the sense that, you know, you're not going to have the most unique looking website, but you are going to have a very nice looking website, and it hits those core web vitals pretty well. Now, I did say that I was going to share my an example of one of my sites, and this is one such example. So this is a little bit of an understated reveal. I was going to do this as a whole video, but there is going to be a case study on this website. So if you haven't yet subscribed and you want to see the case study that shows how I took this website from making $25 per month to almost $500 per month, which is where it's at right now, in the space of 6 months, by the way, then please hit the subscribe button and turn on those notifications. But you can see this website is using the ReHub theme. And, you know, it's not necessarily the most kind of complex homepage that we're using here, but it does have some of the key pieces of content. We have the sidebar with lots of the most popular articles, and then you can customize all of this on the homepage itself. But what I really like about this theme is the content pages themselves. So if we take a look at this Best Vegan Coffee Creamers page, again, it really does allow the content to just kind of be the focal point. I like the fact that you've got centered content here, so we're not using the full width. If you want to use the full width, you can, but obviously you don't need to. And this page is not using the page builder. This is just using the standard WordPress editor, and then we use shortcodes to create these types of sections, and this is all built into the theme itself. So we can click on one of these, it will scroll us down, and those quick links work really, really well. One thing that I would say with this theme is that the buttons, these buttons are not generated by the theme. You can have the theme generate the buttons. I just prefer to have a little bit more control over them, so I use a plugin for that. But you can see it's really easy just to drop images in, your titles, and you know, and this theme converts very, very well. It's very simple, but it converts well, and Google seems to really like the way it creates the structured data. It works well for picking up featured snippets, and it just translates the content from the page into Google search really, really well. So I am going to be doing the case study on this, so if you are interested in that, like I said, make sure you subscribe. Now, next up on my list of themes is Thrive Themes with Thrive Architect. Now, this is a really easy to use page builder type theme, and it really allows you to create a lightweight website that's not too code heavy, and everything you need is built directly into the page builder experience itself. You can see here they actually say that they are the fastest truly visual WordPress page builder. It really is very, very simple to use. There's very little learning curve with this theme. In my testing, it wasn't quite as fast as some of the other themes, but it's still considered to be up there. One thing that I would say with Thrive Themes is that their support is excellent and their pricing is pretty competitive. If you take a look at this, they've got a plan that's $19 per month, and you can use that on up to 25 websites. So if you were to look at creating multiple affiliate websites, it becomes even better value. And finally, that brings me to GeneratePress with GenerateBlocks. Now, you don't have to use GeneratePress with GenerateBlocks. GenerateBlocks is an add-on to it, but I really like the extra functionality that you get with GenerateBlocks. You can also use it with Elementor, but like I say, my personal preference would be to use it with the blocks. This is an incredibly lightweight solution, probably the most lightweight. So if page speed and core web vitals is your absolute biggest priority, and it should be one of your biggest priorities anyway. But if it's the out and out biggest priority for you, and if you're going to be learning a new platform anyway, then I would say GeneratePress probably is the one to go for. The one thing that, or another thing that I really like about GeneratePress is the templates that they give you to use. I would suggest you take a look at the blog based templates and look for the magazine style themes. So this is a decent one, Marketer, but this one, Read, and also this one, Tasty and Dispatch, these are all really great themes to use. So if we take a look at this, we can preview it, we can take a look at what it looks like, not just on desktop, we can also look at it on mobile, and it's a really easy to navigate website. It's a really clean looking theme. Again, of course, it can be branded. And if we take a look at this article here, it's not necessarily an affiliate type article, but we can see we can use these call outs, these quotations, and they've got lots of different options of things like that. And when you add generate blocks into it, it gives you even more. Their support is absolutely fantastic too. And like I say, GeneratePress for me, if you're going to start and learn something new, it probably is the one to go for. Now, although I went pretty heavy there on promoting GeneratePress with Generate Blocks, it doesn't have to be that choice. You could choose one of the other two that I've suggested, or one, something that you've chosen yourself, as long as you stick to that criteria that I gave you at the start of the video. But as promised, to finish off, we're going to look at 3 websites that are using the themes that I've discussed, and we're going to compare them in Google PageSpeed Insights. Now, all I'm focusing on here really is the page speed, and what we really want to focus on is the field data if it's available. So we're going to take a look at the field data here, and we're going to look at it on desktop and mobile. So the first website that I found that is using ReHub is yourexercisebike.com. It's an affiliate website, and it's not necessarily using ReHub to the full, I don't think, in my experience. I'm not going to pick apart the website now, that's not what this video is for. But what we can see is that in Google PageSpeed Insights, they're actually getting 100 for their page speed for desktop. And if we look on mobile, they're getting 95, which is pretty good going. So all the core web vitals up here in the field data are passing, which is what we want to see. So that gives ReHub a nice big tick. If we then move on to this website here, this one is using Thrive Themes. And again, they're not getting quite such a high mobile score here with 72, but they're passing the majority of, well, they're actually passing all of the core web vitals key metrics here. And then on desktop, they're doing even better. They're slightly out on their cumulative layout shift, but that could be being caused by something else. We don't usually see massive CLS issues with this particular theme, with Thrive Themes, so I wouldn't be too concerned about that. And actually, again, this score is excellent. And finally, if we take a look at this website here, fitnessguides.co.uk, again in the fitness niche, this is using GeneratePress. They're not using Generate Blocks, and I believe they're using Elementor, but it still gives us a good indication as to how well this performs. And actually, if they were using Generate Blocks, they would probably have much higher scores here. But again, this is still a decent score on mobile, a page speed of 89. They're hitting all 3 core web vitals tests within the field data, and desktop is even better at 99, and ultimately they've got really positive data there. So as you can see, there's not a huge amount between the 3, and if anything, the GeneratePress and ReHub themes outperformed the Thrive themes, which is not surprising to me, to be perfectly honest. Now, that's obviously a very limited data set. We only looked at one website per theme, but it does give us an idea as to the potential and what is achievable with those themes. If you found this video useful, please just hit that like button for me, as it tells me that I'm on the right lines with the content that I'm creating. And don't forget, if you want to see more on that Coffee Grind Guru website with the case study that's coming up, make sure you subscribe and, importantly, hit those notifications. And let me know in the comments below if you have any other theme suggestions or if you have a question relating to one of the themes that I've discussed today.